T. Rowe Price, we can help guide your retirement savings. So wherever your retirement journey takes you, we can help you reach your goals. Call us or your advisor. T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence.
Well, we are continuing to follow breaking news tonight out of the Bronx, where 2 NYPD officers have been shot.
We heard from the mayor just a few minutes ago at Lincoln Hospital, where those 2 officers have been taken, and that is where we find PIX11's Jay Dow right now with a live update. Jay.
Well, John, we just left a news conference here at Lincoln Hospital attended by the mayor, the first deputy commissioner, Ben Tucker, and PBA president, union president, Pat Lynch, and we have some new information. We do know that there were 3 officers, a pair of officers that were patrolling, anywhere from 2 to 3, we're not sure on the details of that yet, patrolling in a stairwell of the Melrose public housing development here in the Bronx. And they encountered anywhere from 2 to 3 people in a stairwell that was lit. I'm mentioning it was lit because that's an important detail that we'll get to in a moment. One of the people who were in the stairwell allegedly pulled a gun and fired at the 2 officers, striking both of them. One of them grazed in the face, another in the torso. The female officer hit in the torso, the male officer grazed in the face. They have both been taken to the area hospitals. Both of them are going to make it, non-life-threatening injuries, but obviously this is a scary situation. As one of the suspects allegedly ran up the stairs into an apartment, cops chased them, and then one of the suspects shot himself, and he is dead. Now they have caught up with the other 2 suspects who they were looking for. Everyone is in custody. Again, we left this news conference and spoke with the mayor, the first deputy commissioner, and Pat Lynch. We heard from the mayor. This is what he had to say.
But it's another example of what our officers confront every single day, keeping us safe, not only on the streets in New York City, but in the stairwells and the hallways of our public housing developments. Both very early in their work on the force, both 2 years on the job, but doing their job, going out there, keeping people safe, and running into some bad guys. But thank God that the first responders came to their aid. The hospital is standing by them, taking care of them. And again, our thoughts, our prayers, our hearts are with them and their family. Thank you, Commissioner.
It's my guess that the irony of the circumstances in this case is not lost on anyone within the NYPD because of the ongoing trial involving NYPD officer Peter Liang in the Akai Gurley case. Earlier this evening, we were in East New York, Brooklyn, at the Lewis Pink houses, covering a story that you just saw on our broadcast about life there in the Pink houses. The circumstances of that case also involved vertical patrols. A rookie officer, Peter Liang, who opened fire in a dark stairwell and shot and killed Akai Gurley, who was unarmed. In this instance, there was another vertical patrol with 2 officers who were 2 years on the job. In this case, a suspect did pull a gun and fire on those officers. If you recall, during the Akai Gurley case and the aftermath of that, policy changes were put in place where we were told that veteran officers would be paired with rookies so that you would not have 2 rookie officers going out. In this case, we have 2 officers who were on the job for 2 years. A lot of talk is going to take place about what happened here. The good news is that the 2 officers who were struck tonight are both going to make it. For now, we are live in the Bronx. Jay Dow, PIX11 News.
All right, Jay, thank you so much. Well, a Connecticut man under arrest tonight accused of robbing graves in Massachusetts. Investigators raided Felix Delgado's home after a tip came in that drug deals were taking place there. In addition to drugs, officers found what they believe were human skulls and thigh bones stolen from a mausoleum in Massachusetts. Delgado told police he is a high priest who practices Santeria. The religion also includes rituals such as human sacrifices.
The stench emanating from the basement area was overwhelming.
Well, Massachusetts police have issued a warrant for his arrest. He is expected to be extradited to face charges.
So-called farmer bro Martin Shkreli faced Congress and infuriated lawmakers, smirking the whole time. Lawmakers wanted to talk to the Brooklyn native about his decision to hike the price of an HIV drug from $13 to $750. Shkreli, who now faces unrelated fraud charges, did not answer questions. Instead, he repeatedly invoked the Fifth Amendment.
And I truly believe, are you listening?
Yes.
Thank you. I truly believe you could become a force of tremendous good.
Hard to accept that these
However, his silence did not last long. After the hearing, he insulted lawmakers, tweeting, quote, "Hard to accept that these imbeciles represent the people in our government."
I'd say it was smiling even more than smirking in some of those pictures,
Yep.
you know? All right, today Facebook's celebrating its 12th birthday, and it says over 1 billion users are now connected to every other user by an average of just 3.5 degrees of separation. Facebook's data science team crunched these numbers on the social network's friendship graph, which says the average degree of separation between a single user and any other person out there is just 3.57, means everyone's pretty much connected to everybody else by an average of 3.5 other people. Okay, so we're 3.5 people away from everybody else out there.
Glad you figured it out for me. All right, let's
Mark
check out our
Zuckerberg
weather.
did.
We're at 3.5 degrees from some snow, I think. Hey there, Jake.
Yeah, crew's got it going with the snowflakes, and we're timing this out, and I'm glad that everybody's got a heads up on this advance of a quick-moving surprise storm. 2 a.m. to 10 a.m., that's when the snow will develop. It'll be a wet snow sticking on grass cars, as I mentioned, and when it comes down hard, even pavement. It'll taper off by midday. The city, 2 to 4 inches, that's the bedding. 3 to 6 inches out on Long Island. 46, humidity 51. How could it snow at 46? It can. So in the beginning, we're going to get some rain, but the storm gets closer, injects cold air inside the center of it. Now watch what happens on the model. On the rapid precision model, bang, we are snowing by about 3 a.m. We continue to snow at 6 a.m. This is good moderate snow in Nassau and Suffolk County. You get the higher amounts into the city as well. We are snowing at 9 a.m. The map is beginning to show duration in the snowfall, and it continues roughly till about 11, 12 o'clock. That is a storm for the rush hour, and that's a problem. We're on the way down, everybody. 42, then 39 degrees by 2 a.m., and then the snow comes down fairly good for about 6 hours. And even though we're above freezing, it's going to be tricky. Please leave yourself an additional, let's say, 20 minutes or so. 1 to 3, 2 to 4 inches. The thinking, 3 to 6 inches to the east. Nassau and Suffolk County especially. The weekend looks pretty good. Another coastal storm could threaten on Tuesday. A lot of action on the map. More later on.
Gee, thank you.
Still more to come on the PIX11 News at 10 o'clock. An NFL player headed to the Super Bowl. So what will he do with his home while he's away? Well, apparently he's going to put it on Airbnb, of course. How you can rent the room and how much it'll cost you.
Plus, the FAA issuing a real big warning against drones at the Super Bowl. The dramatic way they decided they're going to take them down. It involves ammo, if that's a hint. We'll explain.
Guys, Knicks turned a 27-point deficit into a late game tie in Motown. Could they change?